Welcome to the lesson that will demonstrate how to add video to a Canva presentation. So here's an example of a Facebook promotion. If I click on this image and open up that ad and I hit the play button, so you can see there's a few more seconds, but I just wanted to show you how that looks. You'll want to go ahead and get to the Canva menu. If you've already logged in to one of the classes for computer design, you can go straight to canva.com. Otherwise, you would click your class period. So for example, if you're period 3, you would go ahead and open up that link, choose sign up with Google, choose your District 20 login, and now you have the ability to create a Canva. I'm going to go ahead and choose social media. If it's not showing, you can always type it in the search window, social media, and get it that way. So you can choose any of these. I'm going to go back to home. I will choose social media, and I'm going to go ahead and choose an Instagram post. So let's say you're doing a car museum. I'll go ahead and type in car and see what we get. So if you want to do a promotion for your car museum, this would be great. And I'll go ahead and look for a wonderful template. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this one and drag it onto the blank canvas, and the image can be swapped off with a video. So for example, if I go ahead and I go to more and I choose videos, if I type in car, you should be able to come out with one of these images and drag it to replace that image. So now it's a video instead of an image. So I'll go ahead and select this and delete it, and I'll add my own text after I delete these. Before I continue, I'm going to go up to the top and I'm going to name it Car Museum and then add. That way it's easier to find if you have a lot of items. Now I want to go ahead and add the name of my museum, so I will choose the text option. I will choose add heading, and I'll go ahead and drag this up, maybe left align it, and of course I'm going to change the color to white, make sure it pops out, and I'm going to come in and play around with the font options till I get one that I like. So I found a font that I like, Bobby Jones Soft. I will go ahead and double click to replace the name. I'm going to select the text. I will type in Chris's Car Museum. Of course, I'm going to have to move it over. And because the font is still a little hard to read, you can come in on the video. You can go up to the transparency option and make it fade just a little bit. Now, if you fade it like that, then you're going to obviously have to come in and change this color to black or something really dark so that it pops out. It needs to be able to be readable. As you can see, my example, I have the information, I have the time, and I have the address. So those are kind of important things to add to your promotion if people are going to come to your place of business. So I'm going to go ahead and go back, and I'm going to choose the text option and choose add subheading. I'll go ahead and come in here, and I will go ahead and start typing in the information. So you want to center it. As you can see, there's a red line that pops up showing that it's centered on the advertisement. That's a little big, so I'll come up here and maybe try setting it to 40. Drag that down. So I'll actually go ahead and drag this down a little. I might have to resize this again, but I'm going to go ahead and get the text again, and I will go ahead and add another subheading, bring that down, and I'm going to talk about the event. So I'm going to go ahead and type it in. It's a 50% off this Saturday. I'll hit the enter key and I'll go ahead and add the date. Let's say June 12th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., which are the hours. I actually need to add 50% off this Saturday. So I'm going to go ahead and select this and change the font as well, something that stands out a little more. So that's popping out. Now I'm going to go ahead and select this, and I'm going to make this smaller. I'm fine with this font. I like it, and I'll make it a little smaller. I'll go ahead and drag that down a little bit, drag this down a little bit. I decided I want to go ahead and center this at the top. You can preview it by clicking on the play button. And then closing it when you're done. I went ahead and changed the font of my title because I like this one better. So you're going to want to play around with it. Make sure it's balanced, easy to read, and aesthetically pleasing to look at. If you want to add something like the coffee cup here or the mic, you can do that by going to the element and typing in what you want. So for example, I might type in car and see what's available. So I'm going to go ahead and drag out this animated car and make it smaller. And maybe drag it down here. Now if I do that, I'm going to have to move this over. Now I'll go ahead and play it and close that out. So I'll go ahead and keep playing with it until I like it. I'm going to select the car and delete it. If I decide to go with no images, I would have to move this back over to center it to make it so it's balanced. So I went ahead and added this car. I'm going to select it and make sure that it's darker. I want it to really pop out, so I made it black just now. When you're happy with the results, you would choose the download option. Make sure it's an MP4 as a video, because that's what we're creating right now, is a video, and choose download. It's going to end up in your downloads folder, and you're going to want to transfer it to your folder on your desktop. This should pop up when it's downloaded. I'm going to go ahead and go to my downloads folder. I will right click and choose cut. I will then go to my desktop folder, computer design, open up the Canva and then videos, and I will then right click and choose paste. If you do not know how to set up your presentation with an image that links to the project, so for example this one, you will definitely need to want to watch the video how to add video to the presentation. This concludes the session on how to add video to a Canva presentation. Until next time, you have a wonderful day.